is the 25th of June 1941. The Empire of Japan has managed to give a decisive defeat to the British Home Fleet in the Indian Ocean and a severe blow to the British forces in Africa, because they now no longer have any access from the Mediterranean to Africa. Their southern colonies are being wiped out by the Axis as they go. And Japan has pushed all the way up to El Alamein, and we're holding a southern line here against Italy for future wars. In the north, we are still positioned against the Soviet Union, and we've got troops moving in place to fill the last gaps in the battle lines. In the Pacific, Papua New Guinea has been mostly conquered. The last remaining troops are wiping out, taking over the provinces that we still need, and we are still island hopping, and we're still chasing down the remnants of the various fleets that are operating in this area. We have taken over Phoenix Island, so we now just have to add that all to our defensive orders, and then that's going to be done. We've got some troops landing in Samoa, and we have troops already positioned in Fiji for an eventual invasion of New Zealand, because that's also on the menu. These naval troops are getting in place, are getting ready for some further naval invasions down south, and I'm going to wipe out the islands here first, and then probably get the troops ready to like these divisions here need to go already. So let's see. We've got two divisions here who can, now that we have ports, who can move over to a port, and then move over. Probably this should do. Can? No, I can't. Okay, so let's just move them to that's not actually a port. Let's move them here, and then there. Okay, and then they can invade from here. Maybe it's 2 divisions only, so I'm feeling like it's not quite enough. But the main invasion force is going to happen. Where are we going to invade? Let's have a look. Where are their supply? Where's their supply? Where are their supply lines? There's bugger all here. There's a big old desert in the middle. There's Perth on the west coast, and everything else is along the east coast. So probably around Townsville here would be a good launch pad. So yeah, we may actually just move these divisions. We may just move these divisions over to Port Moresby as well, to the main invasion force, and then we will try to take the landing here, and then work our way along the east coast and see what we can do about that, while the marine divisions are busy wiping out these islands here. Okay, and I think that's round about it. So Yamamoto, after his victory, there are still some carriers left, but they have made it into port in the Maldives, and Yamamoto is currently, well, sitting at their front door. So I am wondering if I can literally just get the 4th Army and start this naval invasion. Yeah, we'll start a naval invasion of the Maldives. We'll see if they move out, and if they do, hopefully Yamamoto is going to catch them in the act. We are moving some. We're going to take out this port and the remaining islands here as well from the British, just to make sure that the Indian Ocean remains under our control. Other than that, we have started tank research. So we're currently researching the 1936 tank chassis, which is still going to take a while, but we have a tank designer, and we've got things to do. One thing that I was thinking of changing. We currently have aircraft research speed, which is good. So I'm probably going to stick with it, because we are going to we have a lot of air research to do, that we don't really need the better scout. Do we need to get better scout planes? What is their range? 1700 compared to 1300. Other than that, there is not an awful lot of difference between these two. We do have probably a couple of scout wings that we can pull up, but I don't know if we have any airports in. Let's see if we can build any air bases. We're not yet in our most eastern expansion, so I want these islands here next, and then we will build. What is this here? Line islands, and then we can build forward air bases, and keep an eye on the Pacific situation, in case the Americans are rearming. But yeah, other than that, let's keep going and just watch the naval invasions happening here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. There's not an awful lot happening right now, and this invasion has succeeded, so we can now take this island here and then just make an end of that. This invasion has already succeeded, so we can delete this invasion order. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. And then get these three onto an invasion from here to the Line Islands. 3 divisions, 4th Army. Yeah, okay, so let's get that underway. And I think the other divisions are all moving into place. How many naval divisions are we going to have? Probably 2 naval divisions that we're going to be sending towards Townsville, and then the rest will follow. I'm just waiting for the other naval divisions to make their way into to Rangoon for the invasion here. So much more interesting. No, we're not going to have any federal governments here. The more interesting part is we now have troop convoys coming in. There they are, and these troop convoys are moving for the Maldives. We're going to have to check what's wrong with New Guinea. There is a naval invasion again planned against the Middle East. It must be the British trying to retake the area. I might divert. Let's take 1, 2 divisions onto that fallback line in Tel Aviv. Okay, just in case. But yeah, we'll look at New Guinea and the supply situation over there once we've observed these troop convoys and see them reaching the Maldives, and see if the British will give battle. And there seem to be some Belgian troops on the ground, so we'll see what that does. We've got undersigned divisions. We'll deal with that in a minute as well. But I want to see if the okay, aha, hang on, down to 1. Who's trying to make a break out of the blockade? It looks like HMS Orwell and HMS Glorious are trying to break out from the Maldives and get out of there. This is obviously not going to happen. So she's already taken damage by the heavy guns, by the naval bombers. She's going to be shred to pieces in no time at all, because obviously doesn't stand a chance against the whole blockade force of Yamamoto. And that's the end of that. So we have sunk another 12 carrier fighters, 6 naval bombers, HMS Glorious, and HMS Orwell. Okay, I'm not sure there's anything remaining. There's still HMS Furious trying to actually run away. She's being chased by our submarines. So that's also interesting to see. Let's keep an eye on that on the side and just see if she manages to get away. I don't know if the submarines are going to be able to engage, or if the submarines are even going to be willing to engage. But the troops on the ground are making their way over to the Maldives. I'm going to speed that up a little bit. Troops on the ground making their way over to the Maldives. Yamamoto is on the move. I'm not sure who he is intercepting. No, he's moving back to base, and the Furious has taken several torpedo hits from the submarines, We'll see if she can make it out of there, or if the submarines are going to be able to sink that thing. Oh, and now we decrypted the United Kingdom. We don't need it anymore, I believe. But okay, we'll work on something else in a minute. I just want to see if the Furious is going to make it out of there, or if she's going to be sunk by our submarines. More damage from torpedoes. Submarines are engaging, but I think she may be able to disengage there. Okay, hang on, let's have a look. So that was the battle we've seen earlier. And I believe where was the battle against the Furious? Not even seeing it. Okay. But it looks like the Belgian defenders don't necessarily stand a chance against yeah, they are extremely low on strength. So we don't even need any naval support. Yamamoto has found, this must be the badly damaged Furious. Okay, hang on, I just want to see what's happening. So this must be the badly damaged Furious. The Marines are taking over the Maldives, which will deprive the British of a base there. Yamamoto has engaged HMS Furious, who has already taken multiple torpedo hits, is flooding, and they're desperately trying to get out of there, but yeah, this isn't going to happen. So that is the end of HMS Furious and her wings. And it looks like the battle for the Maldives is going to be over in a minute as well. The shore party is on land. The Belgian forces have been defeated. And that is the end of the Maldives, which means we are now in control, except for this bit here. What is this here? This is Mauritius. Is it Mauritius? Yes, it is Mauritius. So there are still British naval bases, but not an awful lot anymore. We can move. We've got a bunch of ships here that actually need assignment. Okay, I have completely forgot about that. We've got a Nagano class completed. You can move over there. This is a 2 Shimushus. They can go and reinforce the. They can go and reinforce the escort groups. We've got 2 Akatskis. They can. They can reinforce that group here a little bit. Actually, no, hang on. They're not supposed to reinforce that group. These 2 are supposed to go there. They need to train. And we've got 2 Kayas they need to train as well, so let's move them over there. And that leaves me with the Agano, who I thought I already told to go there. So this group needs to train. Okay, and we can move Yamamoto's Carrier Group 1 to the Maldives base for now. And we will start planning another naval invasion from here to there. That would be Diego Garcia. Why can I not? These 2 naval invasion here to Diego Garcia. There we go. And I would like these 2 divisions to be assigned to that. Okay, cool. And we've got Yamamoto moving in. All right. So, do we have actually anything British still operating in the area? I know that there's nothing operating in the area anymore. At least not from what we can see. Okay, we are going to need a naval base, an air base on here. So let's build that already. Let's build a level 2 airbase here, because then we can also start using some scout planes in the area. We are still going to need. Are we being chased? No, these are my submarines doing the chasing. Okay, another one for the colonial force, and let's do the whole. We've got a research slot that I wasn't paying attention to. Is that my industry research slot? I believe that is... Okay, we're doing 2 on industry right now. I'm going to divert that, and I'm actually going to start doing more tank-related things. I'm just getting that out of the way. We do need to decrypt we don't need to reveal the UK cipher, but we can start decrypting the Soviet cipher. 838 days. That means I am actually going to have to do something about decryption here. Naval invasion in the Middle East. Yeah, still not seeing that happening. Okay, Bay of Bengal is something we're going to need to deal with. But that's for the future. We do have a... yeah, I know we don't need to use the cipher, but we have an available naval doctrine. So what is this going to give me? This is going to make my carriers better. Or I could improve my submarines. Or sub-detection for my escort forces. I'm almost feeling like I'm going to just... I'm just going to complete this arm here. Okay, let's get this completed and be done with it. All right. Who else do we need to have some defenses in there. They have available divisions, so they can take this over. Perfect. Okay, that's planning. What's the Pacific looking like? Let's switch over there. This is Osawa is moving, so we're gonna put him. Which one is this? Strike Group 1. You can actually be on Strike Force as well here. Okay, so we've got both of them on Strike Force. We can't make that jump because we don't have actually. Let's get these two over here, and we're gonna add the. No, we're gonna move them here. And we're going to add, we don't need to cover Micronesia anymore. We can add the Pacific Line Ridge to Osawa's responsibilities. Okay, so that's happening. New Guinea is having issues with supply. I think New Guinea is fine, to be honest. Okay, so that's all done. This unit is almost done and can then move over to Port Moresby together with the rest of them. Okay. And other than that, we've got everything pretty much sorted. Still no war between the Germans and the Soviets, which is kind of surprising, to be honest. What are they doing right now? No, there's not an awful lot. I don't want to start declaring on the Soviets by myself. I've got better things to do, honestly. Do we have available operation? We could infiltrate the civil administration on the Soviet side, but not really seeing that. Why we need to do that? Everyone's just building up intel and making things happen here. Okay, let's get back to the Pacific, because I don't think I can start this. What naval supremacy do I have in this region? Yeah, we're good. Oh, there are actually ships operating in Eastern Micronesia. Okay, okay. Osawa, cover that as well, please. All right. Can we start this naval invasion? 4th Army. Yes, we can. Okay, so that's happening. Where else do I have naval troops? Here. You need to plan a naval invasion from here to that French possession down there. And then we will need, hopefully, where's Osawa's carrier group 2? Yeah, that's fine. They can sit over there. We've got 3 divisions here. Not really going to do an awful lot with these, I think. Once these naval troops are in place here, I am going to start planning an invasion against Australia and take care of that thing. Okay, divisions are in place, so let's get the 2 naval divisions to plan invasion from Port Moresby to Townsville. 2 divisions, okay. We did have a naval battle. Oh, 2 British destroyers, yeah. Not happening, friends, not happening. We will have to think about where we are going to employ the Navy in the future going forward. How do we... yeah, we are still building ships, so we'll see. I guess the primary deployment is going to be in the Pacific, and with a secondary group in the... I'm probably going to send Osawa over to just cover the Indian Ocean from here. I'm not sure if I want to send Osawa into the Mediterranean just yet. Eventually, probably, to fight Italy at some point, but the allies come first. So let's complete our conquest in the Pacific and make sure that everything here is done. Do I have any naval troops that I don't need sitting around where they are sitting around? This is Strike Group 1. Why are you sitting so far up north? You're probably better suited here. So let's move them to Nendo as well. And did I set this up? No, I didn't. Okay, so... Oh no, I did. Where's my naval invasion order? I thought I set that up. Okay, 4th Army. These 2 divisions, not a front line, a naval invasion order from here to Townsville. Okay, 2 divisions set up, all good. And let's continue and see how things go. Can I already start the naval invasion order here? Yes, I can. So let's see what happens if the French see my troop transport coming. I might need to set these... Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. The German Reich declared war on the Soviet Union. Okay. Given that the does that mean the Soviets are going to join the Allies? Because then I'm automatically at war with the Soviet Union. Because right now it's the German-American war. So since the Germans declared on this the war on the Soviets, that means the Soviets are going to be joining the war, which means I'm going to be be at war with the Soviet Union, and that means a lot of things are going to happen in a very short period of time. What was I looking at? Yes, this doesn't seem to be moving. Why is it not moving? I have naval supremacy. It should be moving. But just in case, let's get Strike Group 1 back onto naval invasion support and make sure that that happens. That should be ongoing here as well. Okay. So, it gets very interesting now. What do we have? We have enemy ships in the Marianas region again. What is going on here? Are these Americans operating out of Wake? Okay, we're gonna need to deal with Wake Island. Did I already send some naval troops up north to deal with Wake Island? I think I did, and then I forgot, and then I pulled them off again. Okay, we will deal with Wake and Midway, just to make sure these pesky Americans are not going to start showing up again. But anyway, first things first, the Soviets are now going to join the war, I presume. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let me check my Air Force. I think we do have enemy bombers over the Middle East. They're not going to do an awful lot because there's no fighting going on in the Middle East. But we will see. What we are going to. What's our stockpile of tactical bombers? We should have. No, we're actually going to need those on reinforcements, are we? Okay. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if the Soviets are joining and if the fighting is going to start all across the fronts. So if the Soviets are going to join the... Germany breaks the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Yes, I know. Exciting times, isn't it? So there's war going on here on the front. And does that mean the Soviets have joined this war? They haven't. Is this a separate war going on now? Not 100% certain. This might be a different Can they be busy in 2 wars at the same time, or is the Soviets going to join the Allies? Because other than that, I might have to justify on the Soviets if they're not going to join, because they are now going to move. Yeah, they're pulling the troops off. So it looks like the Soviets are not going to join the Allies, which makes sense because they are obviously very different ideologically. So that might mean I will have to justify on take claimed state of North Sakhalin. 2 political power, 10 days. I'm going to give them a little bit of time to move all their divisions away, and then I'm going to attack across the whole front, because it's only taking me 10 days. Oh, they're moving off already, so I think we can actually, the Mongolians are moving off as well. I think we're just going to advance at this point, and yeah, we'll give him a couple of days. We'll give him a couple of days to moving their troops off. Okay, let's see. Are my naval troops now moving? Yes, they are moving. Okay, cool. So that's moving. That's underway. I was curious to see if the troop transports. I was curious to see if the French are going to defend themselves here with their carriers. That is in port, because my troop transport's about to land here, and you're not going to have a port anymore. So these guys are going to be on the move, and hopefully Osawa would have something to say about that from over here with carrier group 2. Okay, we have taken their port, which means they should now be let me just move over there, and then that's that. Okay, our agent has been captured again. The Soviets are really, really paranoid, aren't they? Okay, so we're gonna have to do another rescue operation. So we're going to divert my operative who is currently busy in the Soviet Union. Launchman ready, prepare to rescue my captured operative. Yeah, it does not look like the... did I tell you to do that? Yes, in preparation, okay. It does not look like the Soviets are going to join the Allies in this war, which is interesting. But let's keep going for a little bit and just see how things are going to happen here. Okay, the French group is on the move, which means that carrier group 2 should be intercepting. Yes, it is. And they have given battle. So now we have Osawa's carrier group 2 versus Bean and Osh, a single destroyer. That is not going to end well. So let's just observe the sinking of the last French carrier, which isn't going to take an awful lot of time because she is already damaged, and she's taken damage from the heavy guns, and that was that. And in a very brief battle, we have sunk 5 fighters. That's all they had left on the carrier. 5 fighters, the destroyer, and the last French carrier. We are losing planes to logistics airstrikes. Why? Where? In the Middle East. Oh, are they bombing me here? No, they're not. That must have been a... Oh, the British are bombing over Arabia. Okay. We've got 4 fighter wings, but no airports here. So let's move... I don't think they have... Let's move 2 fighter wings here. And then get them into air superiority over Arabia. And we've got these 2 fighter wings. We get 1 fighter wing over there. And then get that also over Arabia. And we've got 1 more fighter wing. 1 more fighter wing we can move south here maybe. And get them to focus on the Arabian as well. These 2 are tactical bombers, so they're not going to be doing an awful lot. Why am I having tactical bombers down south? I don't need them down here. Let's bring them up north. Okay, yeah, the enemy is not going to have air superiority for a lot longer, because we are going to shoot them down. We're going to shoot those down pretty quick if we can manage. I don't even know from where they're operating, but they are annoying little buggers, aren't they? Okay, can we start this naval invasion? These two don't need that order anymore, but I would like to start that naval invasion. Yeah, so that's happening, and my naval divisions have arrived here. So we'll do an invasion from Rangoon and finally clear out this this area there. And that will gradually remove the last of their ports. We have taken the islands here, so we can now... this is... No, we can't walk there. So let's get everybody in port and then plan a naval invasion from here to there. And that is the last free French port, I believe. Let's get that assigned to this order as well. Okay, they're gonna have to move over. Let's get them to move over. Okay, that's done. We have taken this island. So now we got to take the other two. Can we invade? This is the Johnston Atoll. Okay, I'm gonna divert. I'm going to divert 2 of these 3 and deal with that nuisance up there. So we're going to get them over here. Okay, and then they can do an invasion from here to there, and that will be the end of Wake Island. So that's 2 divisions already planned. And that division can hop from here to there. Yep. 1 division, yeah, that's underway. So that's all ongoing. We need to make sure that we are covering all our new possessions here. So that needs to be covered, that needs to be covered. And that island chain needs to be covered. Okay, so that's already happening. And can we launch... Do I want to launch an invasion of Australia at this point? I kind of do, but I also kind of want to fight the Soviets right now. These are Turkish troops. Are the Turkish allied with the Soviets? No. But they're guaranteed both by the Germans and the British. I think we are going to pull the Soviets into the war, because otherwise the Germans will... We have the state of North Sakhalin that we're going to be taking. So we're going to be sending that. And the Soviets are in for a rude awakening, because the Japanese forces are going to march and secure the Asian half, and that's going to be the end of the Soviets. So we're going to concentrate on that, and Australia can come later. Since we're doing that, we're going to need our air force, as there is, to actually do things. So you are not supposed to be on naval strike. You're on what are you? You're naval bombers. Why am I sending naval bombers here? Well, they can make themselves useful and do naval strikes over the Caspian Sea. No, there are no naval on the Caspian. Nope, Terry, that is not useful. That is not your definition of useful. Okay, we're gonna send you, hell, I don't know, down south here, and you can do naval strikes over here just in case any Brits are showing up. These are going to focus on the Great Steppe and air superiority and CAS. That's right. So all of you, I want you on air superiority and close air support. You no longer need to focus on Afghanistan, so same story here. These, we've got some tactical bomber wings. You're going to focus on this air region, and you're going to do ground support. What else have we got? We've got another tactical bomber wing here. They can join already. Okay, so, and they can go on ground support as well over there. And we actually don't know. Actually, no. We need someone over Manchuria. Okay. Far east. Do we have any closer air bases? We don't. Can you reach this? Yes, you can. So you're going to not move there, but you're just going to cover this Russian Far East region. Actually, this might be closer. So it's going to get you over there. Can we just, yeah, we can just march north. I have deposited some troops here, so we can just march north here and take that out. And yeah, there's not going to be anyone there, so that should all work out pretty nicely. Okay, so I think we've got the Air Force organized. We have still an air wing. Where are these air wings? They're in Tehran. I thought I just gave you missions. Didn't I say? These are all fighters. Air superiority, right? Air superiority. Oh, okay. They didn't actually have an area assigned. Okay, cool. So that's done. That looks good. And we do have some bomber wings here, which we really don't need here anymore. As we've got naval bombers here who are not doing an awful lot. I am going to pull these back north, and because we are actually, we can pull them over here, and just in case there's anything going on there. We've still got a scout wing here. Don't really know if I need it or not. We may as well just start pulling it east. We'll pull it east when we need it. Okay, so that's all done. There is someone operating in the Timor Sea. No, not really. Okay, so 10 days and then things are going down. So in against the Soviets, and that should make a very, very quick and very, very violent end to the Soviet forces. Because if they're going to face Japan and Germany at the same time, there's not an awful lot that's going to be left of them, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got the 3rd Army, the 1st Army, and the 5th Army, and I believe the 6th Army needs an offensive order as well. Offensive line. They can take out Mongolia, to be honest. Okay, so that's that. And yeah, everyone is ready to attack into the Soviet Union. I don't know how much I'm going to have to manage that, but they're still trying a naval invasion in the Middle East. The buggers. But we will see how that proceeds. Okay, where was I? I am going to need... Okay, supremacy of will is complete, which means we can now do... Oh, we can still do the bicycle battalions. This would give me just another... So we don't need strategic bomber effort. This will... Special Forces capacity multiplier +2. Yeah, let's do that. Since we're at it. And once we reach 100, I said we're going to improve the... We're going to improve our stability. But yeah, the Soviets are going to be... We are going to be at war with the Soviets in a minute, and that's going to get interesting. Okay. Where are we fighting again here? They are... Which air region is this? The Middle Eastern air region. Okay, so they're bombing here now, which means I need to relocate my bombers to... my fighters to this area. I can do that, you know. These are naval bombers. Yep, you all go there. Okay, and then these fighters are covering that area, and these fighters covering that. Okay, cool. All good, don't need to worry about it. No, you don't get to join the war. No, you don't get to join the war. I'm going to see if I can do something about the independence of these guys. Can I lend-lease you stuff? What is their independence actually? If I'm going to look at my subjects, I'm still gonna need to reduce that. Yeah, Yeah, I'm going to need to reduce all 3 of those. Okay. So let's begin with the Siamese Empire, because they have a lot of resources that I'm probably going to need. So what can I send you that I don't need anymore? I can send you... I've got fuel. I can... What do I have in stockpile that I don't need? I've got a fair amount of support equipment by now. I've got a bunch of infantry equipment, but they're not going to need that. I've got plenty of anti-air, so I can send them some AA probably. Let's send you Lend-Lease. We're going to send you convoys for now. And we're going to do this once. And we're going to send you... How many convoys do I have? I've got plenty. So we're going to send you 100 convoys. That you can have. And we're going to send you once... we're going to send you like 500 support. Nah, that's 200 support equipment. That's old arty. There you have that. Okay, we're going to send that to them. Do I have stuff I don't need? This is all old. This is all old equipment, so I don't think this is actually going to do an awful lot. I think AA, I had a lot of anti-air. There we go. Once that's old anti-air. I'm not sure I have newer anti-air, but I'm going to send you like 100 units of that, and that's going to reduce their autonomy quite a bit. But I'm obviously going to have to go further. But yeah, let's start sending them some stuff. And can we send these guys? Can we send you some old outdated equipment that I don't need? This is all zeros. You can have that crap. I don't need that. Send them all of it. Interwar bombers. Don't need any of that. You can have all of those. And I've got these things. I don't know where they come from, but I'm going to send them all to you. Oh, this is from the Philippines. So all that stuff. This is too old. This is, I think, all not going to really affect it very much. We've still got a couple of these. Oh yeah, that'll actually do something. Here, have those. What are these? I'm still making those. Are these naval bombers? I'm going to keep those. But these are old. I'm going to send them to you. I mean, I don't need them, but they're not also doing anything because they are... No, these are actually doing something for them. Okay, cool. So we still have... we still have those. You can have those as well. I don't need them. Okay, there you go. And send. Okay, some old stuff dispatched over. And we'll just have to keep gradually reducing their independence whenever we have some old stuff laying around. But now it's all about war with the Soviets. What's my justification? Okay, 5 more days. The question is, are they going to be able to pull troops back in time before we can do something about it? But yeah, the Germans are advancing already. That has been upgraded. Good. Was there anything else I needed to actually upgrade here? I might... anything I need? I guess a passive defense can go up a bit. Get easier for us to capture their operatives if we need to. Okay, any more invasions that are happening here that I need to take care of? Okay, these guys. I'm just gonna start it. I know it's not both divisions, but I'm just gonna start it. It's just one division. It's fine. The other division that is not busy in this, so that division can actually make itself useful and go from here to over yonder. And I get one division assigned to that. That division on that order. No? Okay. Maybe I have too many orders again. Can't really be. That's an order I can execute. Yep. And these are on the way to fulfill that order. Do we have this one? Might be ready. So let's see if we can execute that. Yep. Okay, so that's going on. And that we're not going to start that yet, so I don't have to look at multiple scenarios. Let's just watch these quickly taking over. And I can't assign that to that. Oh, there are actually a sizable amount of troops down there. We might not be able to. Okay, justification is finished. What was that naval battle here? It wasn't a naval battle. What are you talking about? Anyway. What was I saying? These guys actually have some troops down here. So let's sort that out first. And see if they can land. And otherwise we will need to send more divisions here, honestly. Okay, this does not look like they're gonna land. No, they've got 5 divisions sitting here. So this isn't gonna work. Okay, let's delete these orders. And get them back, get them to retreat. Can I get them to fall back to port here? Or are they automatically falling back once they're defeated? Probably. Yeah, they're falling back. Okay, so that didn't work. We're going to need more naval divisions to take out the French here. There's a fair amount of them. Where do I have divisions? There's one. We're going to get that division over there in port. Nope. Where are they sitting? Are they not sitting on port? Oh, they're not sitting on port. So there, and then you move over to port over here. That gives us 3. 3 plus support should kind of work, I guess. Who are we fighting here? Oh, we're fighting the Americans on the ground. The tough Hombres division. Not so tough now, are you? We're just gonna take these guys out because I don't want to be disturbed by having to look at the Pacific while I'm doing this. Where are they bombing again? Here. That's where the bombers are active. Our fighters are countering this, so it's just a nuisance, really. Let's dismiss that for now. Okay, these divisions are in place. Let's get that executed. Okay, so that naval invasion is happening. We have wiped out the Americans here, so we can now get this one division, this Marine division, who had no problems wiping out these American troops here. Can just have that take care of this one. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those French there just yet, because I might have to. Unfortunately, if I land outside, I won't really have. This is going to be a tough landing here, I presume. So, well, let's see what we can concentrate. You know what? We're going to delete that order first. Belay that. Get me these 2 naval divisions over here to New Caledonia, and then we are going to hit them a little bit harder next time around. How long do I have until I need to do that? When is that going to expire? It's usually a couple of months. I probably should be all right. I just don't want to fuff about in the Pacific and look at the Soviets at the same time. So that's on the way. Yeah, these guys are moving. That's planning. So can I already start that? Start that. Okay, that's going. All right, we'll leave the French there for now. We'll just. Oh, okay. There are 4 divisions. There are 4 divisions here. They are suffering from shore bombardment, but that's probably not going to be as easy either. So it looks like we're not going to be able to do that one here as easily either. our 2 divisions. Yeah, our 2 divisions are not going to manage to take out these 4 divisions. Coming in from the sea, they are too well entrenched here on Wake. And even with the naval support, that is probably not going to happen. Let's observe that battle and see if it's going to end in our favor. We've defeated 1 division. Well, you never know. They are relatively weak by the looks of it, and the shore bombardment is taking this toll. Well, it looks like we might be winning this on Wake. So let's observe this battle. Okay, hang on. Someone invaded me in the Middle East. Where? Oh, they're trying to invade Tel Aviv. Yeah, good luck with that. How many divisions? 2? Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. Let's see if we can win the battle for Wake Island. That would be interesting to see. Yeah, it looks like we may be able to pull this off with the shore bombardment support that we have. Can our troops land? They are exhausted. Passive defense is done. They are exhausted, but so are the Americans. And there's only 1 American division remaining that is in fighting condition, and it looks like we are actually going to manage to pull this off. Yes, we have taken, the valiant Japanese troops have taken Wake Island of the Americans, which deprives them of one of their closer ports here. And are they trying to recapture this? I'm not sure, but yeah, they are now defeated, and there seems to be a cruiser in the area as well. And that has worked out as it should, so that order can go away too. And I believe now I can move this division. I can move this division here to assist with the invasion of the French islands, and that should give me sufficient divisions to make that happen. So let's move them over there. And I don't know if I can move more than 5 here, because there is only as much space. But we're going to start with the 5 divisions and see if that works. I will put us on equal footing, and I'm pretty sure we are better than the French. But what are we going to do now? First, we're going to have a look at this Middle Eastern invasion here. Oh, they have managed to land. Okay, well, yeah, that's not going to happen, buddies. Okay, so let's get these guys wiped out pretty quick. That's exactly why I've left some troops here. We can dismiss this. We don't need to look at it again. And we're just going to wipe out these British divisions here before they can start pulling any more troops in. And once we've wiped them out, then that is that. Okay. So we've taken care of that British incursion. Nice. And that means we are now... They are pulling some troops back. So it's high time that we are going to declare war on the Soviet Union. We're going to pull it right back. So they are pulling troops back, which is fine, because I think they are still going to be too weak to defend themselves here. So first of all, where are we going to start cutting? We are going to get these troops. Let's see where the supply hubs are. There's a supply hub there, and there's a port. I want that port. So let's get 3 divisions moving directly. No. Moving directly for... What? Why can I not... I should be able to attack, right? I want these divisions to move here and then there. No? I need to attack through my... Oh, I need to attack through my own territory because I didn't pull them. I didn't call them into the war. Right. I think this was all unnecessary because my puppets are not actually going to be going to war. So I think this was rather unnecessary. Although I probably want to pull them in, to be honest, at this point, because that allows me to open these fronts. We'll hold back on this for now. We'll hold back on this for honestly. That's a river cross. Yeah, because this is we're probably going to get them to join the war, even though that means they will get some war participation. Okay, let's see. How is my rescue? Rescue is in progress. We are deciphering the cipher. We have 100, so we're going to do the improved worker conditions, which will reduce my factory output, but will allow me to get some stability up. And we're almost through with construction, so that's going to be something we're going to do next time around. We're done here. This is still ahead of time. Fuel refining, we really don't need it because we're full on fuel. Can I send some fuel before we start fighting the Soviets? And we're not going to do an awful lot of that anymore, I believe, because I think we're almost at time. But there's one thing I want to see if that actually would work. What can I send you fuel? What if I send you 1,000 units of fuel? Does that reduce your... No, it does not. So sending them fuel doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's not bother then. Cool. So I've got enough fuel to sail everybody around in the countryside. We have conquered these islands here. And yeah, we're not going to mess with this right now because I'm busy fighting the Soviets. So what were we going to research? We were going to go for, I mean, we have some air research that we don't really have air research that we need to do. We kind of need to do the fighters at some point and the actual close air support. But right now, tank related research might be in order. So let's get the basic armor protection out of the way. Okay, we've got a doctrine available. Let's do that. It's oh, can we still do these as well? I thought these were exclusive. Are they not? What does this give me? Yeah, sure. Go for it. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see if we can. Here we just. I'm tempted to attack. Where are they most vulnerable? Where can I take a supply hub of them? This would be a good. Nah, not really, because we can't connect that to anything. We might be pushing here a little bit and see if we can get this supply lines going. Where's the valuable stuff? Honestly, oil, I have got enough oil. I don't really care about oil. What I want is their steel, like the Ural region. So probably this push here is a valuable one, and the Eastern Asian push. Okay, so we will begin by calling them to arms. Yes, because that means we have the front lines open here against the Asian possessions of the Russians, and we want to cut their supply lines here. And in order to do that, then we need to go through here, and we can't unless we call this into the war. So, call to arms, send. Why do I have two of them? Yeah, all the wars. Thank you. Okay. War summary. We're now at war with the Comintern. So it's right now it's just a war summary. We're at war with everybody. Everyone's at war with everyone else. Okay, so we've called them to arms, which means where are the supply hubs that I want to push? There, that's what I want to push for. So we're going to take 3 divisions and see if we can take that supply hub. And we're going to get these 3 to move up here. Okay, I'm doing this relatively manually because I have a lot of places to observe. This supply hub is essential, so let's see if we can take that supply hub. This is probably a river crossing. Yes, this is a river crossing. So this might not go well. Let's see how this is. No. These Soviet divisions are... Oh, that's because they literally just arrived by trains back, so they don't have organization. We might actually be able to push them back on larger fronts then. Let's give the first army... let's get the first army to just attack. Right, because I can't be everywhere. So let's get the first army to attack. Does that mean these divisions are moving? There's 12 divisions of the first army, but they don't have an offensive order here. Maybe we can fix that. Let's give them an offensive line because they're positioned against Mongolia. That's why we give them a offensive line there. I don't know if. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll attack the Soviets where we can, and we will try to take their supply lines off them here. So we will actually attack on all fronts here. And let's see if we can take that, because we have supply here, and if we can cut their lines here, that means they will be completely exposed, which means that I can now also get these divisions, what I was planning earlier. I can get 3 divisions here to move south on their port, and I can get we'll hold the rest in defense here. I don't want to move the lines apart too much, but let's see if we can force the river crossing here. That looks like these guys are having themselves entrenched already, so maybe we'll not force that river crossing just yet. But what we are, we'll cut the supply line here and then see that we can sort this out here. Okay, we've got 1 division here who can push here, and it looks like we are okay. We are now at war with Tanutuva. Oh dear, the Second World War is going to go badly, isn't it, for us? Okay, we've got some more colonial divisions. We can actually try to just push them back here. Let's see if we can just push them back here. Let's see how this will go, and see if we can take Vladivostok from here. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to take Vladivostok from here. Once we take Vladivostok, we might be able to get supply in this region. And yeah, the essential mission is one of the essential missions is this supply hub here, because then things will start looking a lot better. And I think we managed to force the river crossing here. We are getting counterattacked, and we are running low on supply. So getting this, these guys are defending. These guys are defending here, and these 3 are moving forward. We're going to need to delete this order here, and get them assigned to get them in a. We are at war with Mongolia anyway, so we may as well do something about it. Is there any supply here? I'm not sure, but we're going to get these divisions. We're going to give these 5 divisions a front line against Mongolia. And we're going to get these 2 divisions to try and cut through. Where is their supply? Is there any supply in Mongolia? Probably not. Nope. So we will just try to. We'll get these 2 divisions to. Can they not cross into Mongolia? Oh, they haven't called Mongolia in yet. That's why. Okay, never mind then. That's fine. We'll just move them. All right. This is ongoing. This looks like we might be winning, and we are. Bulgarian reintegration campaign with the Balkans. Yeah, that's fine. It looks like we might be able to take the strategic port of Birobistan. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. But let's see if we can take that supply hub of them. I just want to kill their supply in East Asia. That is essential that we do that. So this supply hub here, these divisions need to support that attack, because that is... Kiev has fallen already. The Germans are faster than I thought they were going to be. Oh yeah, the Germans are quick. I think I am going to get the other armies moving, honestly, because otherwise, let's just get the 3rd army. Let's get the 3rd army moving. Okay, 3rd army is moving. I'm not paying too much attention to these because I am currently focused on this battle here around the battle of the supply lines. We've got momentum, so let's try to progress, to keep the momentum. Can we? No, we can't push them here. We can push them there. And we're pushing them out here as well. Good. So we do need to capture all these railways. We are defensive here at this point, and we are being attacked by 2 Soviet groups, but not an awful lot going to come of that. And we can capture the supply lines here, and this is a strategic point, and I think we've taken that. So once we take that off them, and that'll be good. They are They are defending around Vladivostok. So I am actually going to delete that fallback line here. And I'm going to get the... I'm going to get these units here, their own front line. At this point, I'm relatively certain that we're going to be able to capture Vladivostok. So we're going to get them to move all the way up north. Okay. Meanwhile, these units here can actually just move. There are 4 divisions here. So we're just going to move, and then we're going to try to connect from here. Okay. And that we will invade at some other point. We've got more unassigned divisions. These are colonial troops. Okay. We do have to occasionally look what the war is going to look like here and see if we can actually make progress. It doesn't look too great. We might just have to remain defensive here. These troops can attack as well. These are river crossings, so I'm not sure we are going to be able to force those. But how's the air looking like? We have no air over the Caucasus region. Why do we have not air? Why do we not have air over the Caucasus region? We're going to need air. But I don't have range, actually. I don't think I have anything in range. What do we have here? Do we have... This is a fighter wing. That's a tactical bomber. We're going to need you here. I'm going to move that here and get air support into the Caucasus region. Close air support's not going to have the range. These are all just fighter wings. These are under strength. These are fighters. Yeah, what is it looking like? They have nothing there. They have nothing there. They have nothing there. They've got no air. So we should be okay. We're going to need air here as well, but I think we can take this on the ground and push this front line here and take this vital supply point. And we're actually going to use the other divisions to push north and just connect here. I know that they're not from the right army, but they haven't called in Mongolia so far, so nothing much is going to happen here. Yeah, I'll see if we can force these river crossings. But we'll let them push in their own time there. Okay. This is the critical part here. I need support to get across that river. We have managed to get across the river and are defending here. We have captured here, and we seem to have taken Vladivostok. Perfect. So, supply. We are going to need to push them back, but we can now use these 2 units to just wipe out this remaining Soviet unit, and we're going to get Vladivostok on trucks, but we're going to need to expand the area and manage to effectively capture along the supply line here. So we're going to send this division, fall of Vladivostok for the Emperor. Yep. Things are moving ahead. We are going to get this... Oh, no, they're defended here, actually. Okay. Yeah, they are defended here, so... we will see how well this goes. We are a little bit overstretched with the 5th Army here. But we will clean up these... these front lines as we go. Right now, we're just holding here. And we'll see how it goes, but we've got plenty of units in the south who can assist with taking things out. And yeah, we're gonna start pushing out around and try to push them back along the supply lines here. So taking the supply lines is going to be the Siamese don't get to join, but these guys can join because. That means once Mongolia joins, they can actually be useful. Okay. We have taken the supply hub here. I'm not sure what I've done here with the doubled up supply lines, but have we taken their railroad lines here? Not quite yet. We are going to need a division here. This has failed, so these divisions here are just... this will be connected eventually, and then once that's connected, that will supply all these regions. So that's going to be fine. Here we're just holding. We're just holding. We've got the railroads. We do need to push here. But I don't have enough divisions here just yet. We do need to push towards Khabarovsk. And right now we're just cleaning up in the south around Vladivostok. Which means we do have the supply here now to make things happen. Maybe we can get some more. No, this isn't going to work. Okay. And these 3 divisions. Okay, we've taken that. We don't need to walk to Vladivostok anymore. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing them along their supply lines, and push them north. Just a quick look over to the other side. How are my troops doing? It looks like we are not really breaking through here. But because these are river crossings, so they are going to be costly. But we are making headway into Soviet territory, I believe. So this is all happening, and we've already got more. We've got already more military factories. Are we short on anything? We are going to be short on infantry equipment at some point again. And I am just going to put it into, for now, I'm going to put another one into trains, because we're going to have an awful lot of new territory that's going to be claimed here. These divisions need to recover, and the other divisions here are just holding this position. We can actually we can extend a little bit. I mean, we've got enough divisions here to hold. I'm certain, but. That might start looking dicey here. I am gonna once the fighting here has subsided a little bit, I'm gonna start. There's actually another port we can take. I just want to make sure they have no supply, and I think they do not have supply. So we're going to get everybody to try and capture the supply lines, and as much as possible. Yeah, we are going to be pushed back here because we just don't have any supply here. This is going to be a little bit harder to hold. The 5th Army is starting to be a bit overstretched here, I believe. So we may have to reinforce them a bit. And I am going to send... I think I'm going... Okay, let me sort out... Yeah, the 5th Army is overstretched. Let me sort out these duplicate... First of all, which one is this? There's a duplicate front line here. So we're going to delete that. And then we're going to shrink the 5th Army's front line because that is way too large at this point. Where is it? So 5th Army, this front line needs to shrink. We're going to shrink that up to here. And then we're going to get these divisions, because we have reinforcements here. We can't extend this front line, can we? Okay, but what we can do is we can get these divisions and give them a front line along here. That's not what I want. We can get, how many divisions do we have? We've got 5 divisions here, so they should be able to hold this. So we're going to get these 5 divisions and draw them a front line along here. Yep, they should be able to hold that, no problem. And that slightly relieves the 5th Army, which is quite a bit beleaguered here and is suffering from Soviet counterattacks along the front, but we are pushing from the south, and we will wipe things out and shorten the lines here. Also, these troops are still going to move across, and that's another 4 divisions that we can use. Can we get any supply up here? No, we cannot, but we do have an airport up here. Can we get any air up here then? We have green air everywhere, so that should be all right. But we might be able to just get a... we can get a tuck wing up. Okay. And we're just going to... Yeah, they're green, but we're just going to use them as close air support. We need them. And we're going to get a fighter wing up here as well. And we're going to use them... we're going to get the fighters trained, because there are no enemy fighters right now, so they can do that. Oh, we have bombers over Japan. Well, that's not happening. What in the world? Where are they? Is that the Soviets bombing us? We've got some tactical bombers here who are assisting with that. So let's get these fighters into the home islands. Okay, let's get them down here. No, I want you. Okay, that's a fighter wing, right? Yes, that's a fighter wing. I want you to move to the airbase here, please. Okay, for some reason that's not happening. Well, because they're still deploying. Okay, we'll just undeploy them again. All right, so we'll deploy a fighter wing in the airbase here. Hey, we can't be having with that. I did not know they would do that. Okay, one fighter wing, and you're going to go on. You're going to go on air superiority over the Japanese islands, and we are going to get. What else can we get up here? We still have some more fighters. Yeah, let's get me a second fighter wing up, and they're also going to be on air superiority. Okay. And then, yeah, we can't be having the home islands bombed. That should not be happening. These are tactical bombers just operating here. They can move over there and then operate there. Okay. So that's all happening. I think we're going to construct. The Japanese are unhappy. So we are going to construct. Well, we don't need to construct air defenses over the home islands because this is going to be over in a minute, and the Soviets are. Now the Japanese are unhappy, so at least here we're gonna up some air defenses, and just make sure that that doesn't happen. And we've got some fighters in. We will have some fighters in the air in a minute, so that should take care of these. Yep, these are Soviets. The Soviets are sending bombers out. That isn't happening. What are we fighting here? We are fighting... Oh, the Soviets have submarines in the area. Okay. So, it looks like we might have a need for... is the Third Fleet covering this region? Yes, they are. Okay, so they are capturing this region. Which means we may have also a need for some naval bombers here. Let's see if we can get some naval... Yeah, we can get a couple of naval bomber wings out. So let's make that happen. And then they can take care of any Soviet submarines in the region. All right. And these guys... again, I'm not going to train them because they're just going to go out against the submarines. So you take care of those submarines. Do we have fighters in the air now? Where are my fighters? I'm pretty sure... Okay, they are still deploying. And they're... Okay, fighters up in the air? No, not yet. But the bombers have stopped coming. They've seen that we deploy fighters. Okay, and that has taken care of things. Okay, cool. So, what does it look like here? Where are the supply lines? We need to capture these supply lines here. That is sort of essential. These two units are not going to go there. You're going to go on the other front. You're going to go on the other front as well. We're still waiting for the connection of this supply hub, and then things are going to get better here. They are out of supply, so let's try to see if we can push them out. I know it's cross-river attacks, but let's see if we can push them out. This is all purely defensive. And in the south is where things are happening. Attack here as well, assist with this attack. And then we will keep pushing, we will keep wrapping up the south along these lines. We are taking a bit of, we're ceding a bit of ground. Are we starting to sink? Yeah, 3 submarines sunk. Our destroyers are making short work of them. They're not going to be there for an awful lot longer. So that's happening. How's my battle looking on the other side? It's not going great. Could be worse, could be better, I guess. We are making ground here, but yeah, I just want to make it. I just want to make it up there before the Germans come. Honestly, that's my biggest concern. And we can't push yet through Mongolia because the because they're not in the war. So let's consolidate the lines here. I think this isn't really happening. Let's stop this attack and see if we can support that. And see if we can push them out from there. That might be good if we can pull it off. Other than that, these guys just need to hold here. And these guys are pushing north. So we are going to push. Khabarovsk is a bit of a... okay, we're gonna get... these guys are pushing north. Okay, let's push towards Khabarovsk. And also make sure that we are going to close up these pockets here. And widen this a little bit while this is ongoing. So we are doing a full front attack here. This unit needs to keep pushing forward and secure the railroad next to Khabarovsk. Another naval battle. We have sunk... Oh, we've sunk 12 British submarines. Who was that? Yamamoto? Oh, not British, destroyers. Yeah, he's managed to catch some destroyers unawares. So that's good. We have taken that island of them, I believe. Let's have a very quick look. Oh, yeah, okay, so we've taken that. Oh, we can actually attack there. Okay, that's neat. Yeah, let's make that happen. And then make sure you conquer the rest of these places. Okay, cool. Yeah, troops are moving. Mongolia is not in the war, interestingly enough. But the Far East is sort of our problem here, because we are starting to lose a bit of ground here, which was expected. But the problem is I want these supply lines. So we will counterattack once we have the troops here in place. And that is Soviet submarines again. Destroyers are coming in to deal with them. These units are going to... Where are we going to push? There's no supply around here, so we're going to have to spread it out a little bit. We're going to actually push towards the port. Okay, let's do that. And let's just wrap that up on this side. Okay. Yeah, this front's a bit overstretched here. I think we can actually get... we can still shrink it a bit. So let's get that... Let's make that happen. Let's shrink this a bit further and give them another province here. Okay. And we can actually shrink this even further. We can get this front line all the way back to here. Okay, cool. So that shortens the front line, and that should be another naval battle result. Soviet destroyer, yeah. I'm not focusing on the navy too much at this point. We can't attack here, no? Can we? No, we can't attack here. Okay, cool. So Mongolia can't attack yet, but I'm still leaving the troops in place just in case. But yes, this is the front that we need to consolidate here, and make sure that they are not pushing any further. No, I need you up north. We need to cut off Khabarovsk, and then that will be the end of their supply in this area, and then they will fall. So we're holding here. We're just about holding here, and getting the other divisions into place. These two divisions can be on that front line as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, that supply hub needs to be connected, but we're working on that, and we've managed to push them out here. Keep advancing. Actually, this looks like we can get an encirclement happening here. So let's make that happen. And keep pushing. Okay, research finished for basic engine. And that's, I think, do we need this? This is engine upgrade 10. We might actually just go down, get us a better anti-air. Because that's something we really need as well, and that also has the side effect of giving us a tank defense. We will push them into we will try to push to Khabarovsk here, while cutting off the Soviet troops around here. This unit can just go there and then keep cutting them off in the mountains here. We've taken Vladivostok. We'll try to take Khabarovsk. And we lost some convoys, but we are sinking the submarines, so this is all happening. Okay, that's all gone. Cool, cool. A quick look. We've got 9 ships that need to be trained. We've got Shimushus, 1, 2, 3, and we're just gonna assign them there. And we've got lots of Akatsuki's, Kaidais, another Agano. You're going all into training, so we're training up a more modern navy at this point here, and just trying to wipe out this, to shorten this front and to wipe out these Soviet divisions here. Okay, these guys are moving forward and just expanding. Here we should be stabilizing soon because we've shortened the front to the point that we should be able to stabilize this and then take them out there. How is our progress here? We are making progress by the looks of it, but we are going to need these troops. So let's delete this order. That means that these units can now be freed up on that front line. Okay, because the front lines are a little bit fractured here. And we are pushing them. Oh, we are pushing them, I believe, successfully now everywhere. Are we at war with Turkey? I don't think we're at war with Turkey. No, we're not at war with Turkey. Okay, so that's all good. This is the one where we need to worry a bit. This push seems to become unsuccessful. So we might have to wait for this encirclement to consolidate this. How's our supply situation here? They are getting supply from the Khabarovsk region, obviously, which is part of the problem, really. So we are running low on supply here. So we'll keep pushing and try pushing towards Khabarovsk while we are... Okay. Diesel-powered emergency pumps. That was a naval tech. So this is my naval. Let's look at, because this is going to take forever. Let's do the landing craft. We need that anyway. Let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Okay, we've managed to encircle them here. So these troops are going to be wiped out once we manage to break through there. Okay, that's good. So this front line is now consolidating. You're without supply. The biggest problem is that we don't have supply up north here, and pushing to Khabarovsk is going to be difficult. We'll see, because these units are not going to have supply as well. Maybe we can just bypass them and see if we can take Khabarovsk from the north and see what that'll do. We have lost a couple convoys and sunk more of their submarines, so this is all going well. We have connected this supply up here now, which means we're going to be able to get that sorted. This supply hub is connected, nice. So this is all now in better shape than it used to be. This supply hub cannot quite reach up north, but we've encircled these troops here. We're going to wipe them out, and the push towards Khabarovsk has stalled a little bit, unfortunately. But I am running into supply situations here. We'll see if we can still make it through, and if we can just hold these divisions here, we'll support that attack. We'll hold these divisions here, and if we can use our momentum to push through to Khabarovsk. The problem is obviously that Khabarovsk is not going to be connected, but at least I want the Soviets to not have it either. But it looks like it might get a little too much. These need to be wiped out, please, if you don't mind. So let's get these. You need to go. No, you need to go there to make sure they're not reconnected. Okay, let's get these wiped out and see if my troops in the north are going to have a chance to consolidate this. But I think they are now running very low on supply, so I might not be able to do this. Unfortunately, this mad push towards Khabarovsk. And these units need to push south towards this port. We need this port such that we can connect Khabarovsk from there. So let's see how well this is going to work out. Okay, Front line is stabilized around here. Let's see if we can push them back. We can get across the river here. That might not be bad to do that already. Let's see if we can get them pushed back. And we're just going to get the 2nd division here to support that attack. Because we are now starting... Oh, that supply hub is exposed. Okay, we've got reinforcements coming, so that's all good. And how does it look here? We are... Oh, they've managed to reconnect. That is very unfortunate. Okay, we need to make sure that they get disconnected. Again. And we need to keep pressing this attack here to make sure that that we manage to wipe out these divisions here. No, you go all the way there. And you go there as well. And we need to let's see if we can get these guys in position before the Soviets manage to retreat and cut them off here in the mountains. That might or might not work. We'll see. Because there are now 2 divisions. I think they managed to escape, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can still cut off the remaining divisions here. We have taken Khabarovsk, but it is a precarious situation, and obviously Khabarovsk not being supplied is an issue. We are going to try and push from the north here. And see if we can... Actually, it's more important that these guys are connecting the railroad and these guys are coming in from the rear. Okay, cool. We might have an opportunity... yeah, we'll try to take the railroad here. We might have an opportunity to push these out as well. So let's make that happen. Okay, we've managed to encircle some troops, but we are now once again running low on supply. So just expand the lines a little bit and just keep pushing them. And these divisions can keep pushing them back through the mountains. Just keep the momentum going here. And this will be wiped out. These 2 divisions will be wiped out soon. Okay, we can get some more special forces. I'm going to get some mountain troops, honestly. We're thinking more submarines. And we've got unassigned divisions into here. Okay, what are my fronts looking like? I think we're gonna be ending it here today. It's been going on for quite a while. We are very, very slowly pushing them here in the north. And I just can't be on all fronts at the same time. And we are pushing here. The Germans are pushing very hard. So I would love to make as much ground as I possibly can, especially on this front here, which is going to get a couple of reinforcements troop-wise. I don't know if they're not going to do Mongolia. So I am actually going to start removing, especially these fast divisions. I'm going to start removing some divisions from the Mongolian front. That should still be sufficient, and assign them here, such that we now have 11 divisions, because this is the more important push. I mean, what we can do is we can literally just... it's going to take 10 days. Yeah, we'll just justify on Mongolia since they're not accepting it. So I want to get these divisions here in... I want to get these divisions in the battle. The salients here are quite precarious. I don't know if we can hold Khabarovsk. We need to take this and support that and try to connect the railway lines here. But we'll try to counterattack, and from here as well. Actually, Khabarovsk is under attack, so Khabarovsk needs to defend. And we will see if we can manage to get these divisions to connect from the other side. It is a bit of a mad dash from there. Just keep pushing them out of these mountains. Connect here. There we go. Okay, connect all these areas and attack here, please. And we will attack on this line as well and see if we can cut that off. We'll see if we can hold and supply Khabarovsk. If that's the case, then we should have this in the bag. This division can attack here as well. We are just wiping out some divisions in the mountains. We've almost reached Khabarovsk, honestly. So once we've got this all connected, they're going to disconnect that up north here. we're probably going to take one division and send them back here, just to make sure that we have someone. We've got some defending troops here, but just in case. Okay. Okay, so we are now at war with Mongolia, which means all offensive orders are in place. The Japanese army is fighting, and we are going to try and. Why is this division going there? Go this way. There we go. Okay. Just keep pushing them. Keep pushing for the encirclements. And we'll see if we can connect here. We can see if we can connect there. And do as much damage as we can. This seems open, so let's get that as well. Yeah, once we get these lines here, actually this way, because we want to connect the lines here around Khabarovsk. Once we get these lines connected, then we are good. We're good supply-wise. We can cross the river here. This is undefended, and take this territory off them. And this is all holding. Nice. So, and these attacks are all ongoing. So cool. Yep. I think we will. Oh, actually, do we have Khabarovsk connected by rail? We have Khabarovsk connected by railway already. So so this is actually good. And that means we're just encircling them here. We're going to take the airport. Once Khabarovsk is cut off, but no longer. We need to reconnect Khabarovsk. So everybody attack along the railway line. And here as well. Let's cut these remaining divisions off. Reconnect Khabarovsk, and then we will. Okay, this is all happening. And then we will wipe out the remaining Soviet troops here aggressively, and then the at least the Asian front should be mostly ours. This isn't looking too great though. We are getting attacked pretty heavily here. We don't really have anybody who could support this, so they are definitely trying to take this back. This is okay. This is not an important province. We will take all the railway lines off them here eventually. It's the counterattack against Khabarovsk that is important, and we'll have to make sure that that we'll take them off here. Okay, another naval battle. I know I can't stop. It's very exciting, and another colonial division that we can add here. But yeah, I think all in all, this looks promising. The Germans are pushing very hard as well. We will just make sure that we get, we'll take our share. We take what's ours, and yeah, and I will have to, once I've got East Asia sorted out, I will have a bit more attention to these vital areas here as well, to make sure that my army is working. We are taking some losses, obviously. We've already taken 65,000 losses against the Soviets. That's because I'm running these on autopilot, and my generals are not quite as good as but we have caused almost 150,000 losses against the Soviets. The Germans are more efficient on the other side, but at least the eastern parts, we want to secure those. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.